joins the fellow party members just to find out that nobody is really that much injured. Well, maybe more Boromir, but not really. So he decides to block and preserve his spell points. Aragorn swings at the gnoll and hurts him, as well as Boromir and Shagrath, who finishes the gnoll off. Also, actually, I do think that this could be a very good spot for sleep, because they're not too tough, I should say, and dung beetles are more deadly, I should say, so let's try that. And of course they all resist. Great. Oh well, at least the encounter is actually pretty easy. Okay, let's get rid of the gnolls. Frodo again looks at the party members and sees that they're more injured than the last time, and so he decides to heal Legolas. So he casts Cure Wounds. Then Aragorn continues slashing through the ranks of the enemies, while Gandalf joins the piling and gnolls begin to flee. Our heroes are quite disappointed because they thought that they could get more experience. However, gnolls are not willing to give them. Also, Gandalf is hurt somewhat, so Frodo casts first aid on Gandalf. Yeah, it's a first aid, that's not Cure Wounds. And Gnoll is down, which leaves us with only dung beetles, which can't hit for anything. Which is fine with us. Fine with us. Then nobody really needs anything. Well, I could heal Boromir. Not that he really needs anything, but oh well. Then Aragorn finishes off one dung beetle, and the other dung beetle goes away by Legolas shooting him. And 133 points. Very good. Search Iron Box. Our party members search around for any hidden treasure that they could find in this room. They do find an interesting looking iron box, which is locked. So Shagrath actually tries to find and remove the trap, in which he succeeds. He finds 2 gold for each of the party members, a longbow, and 2 gems. Wait a second, I'll consult the clue book. Aha! This longbow will be a good replacement for Shagrath, because he uses the slowly crossbow right now. So Shagrath decides that he could use the crossbow, so he removes, the longbow, obviously, so he removes his crossbow. Then Aragorn gives Shagrath the item of longbow, and so Shagrath equips the longbow, and he is of the wrong class. Yeah. Then Boromir decides that he could use the longbow instead. Okay, again, trade with Boromir. Item, longbow. Boromir, remove, shortbow, equip, longbow. Not that he will ever use it, but you never know. Also, what's with the sharp bow? Wait a second. It's 8/0. And so, yes, the short bow is useful actually. I'll give it to Aragorn, because he can equip it. See. And having bows aren't really that useless, because if they are low on health, they can switch with someone else and they can just use their bows to fight from a distance. Alright, so after equipping all of the much needed gear, our heroes are... I don't like that you can see everything. Yeah. So our heroes decide to once again move on. Where are we? Ah, yes. They look around and they see only walls. Surely there is nothing here. Or is there? Why, there is! And here we can find interesting thing. The Flame of Agility grants those who are worthy +4 speed. Yep. The party members see a strange flame at the end of the corridor. They touch the flame and, strangely, they feel that they are more agile. I believe that's speed. And of course speed will make us faster. Also, how do we get out of here? Solid, 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 solids. Oh, that's how. Yay for undocumented features. Oh. Wait a second. I'll check one thing. Yes. So, we are now out and ready to go. Back up. Since, yeah. Our heroes actually wonder if they should go further into the dungeon and maybe seek another stat boost. However, they decide not to try their luck anymore because this dungeon is just too difficult for them. Although it may not be as obvious from the last fight, it is still a dangerous dungeon nonetheless, so they decide to go back. They take the stairs going up, and then head towards the first inn they see. And of course there's only one inn in this town, so what am I talking about? And this is the Temple Geist, not the inn, and this is the inn. An eerie silence pervades the deserted inn. Suddenly a ghostly apparition appears, asking, "Sign in?" Of course, our heroes are not afraid of ghostly apparitions, so they decide to sign in and go rest for the day. See you all next time.